My name is Laila Bokhari. I live in Oslo at the moment. I'm from Norway, but I've lived a number of other places. I'm a political scientist and a security analyst, and I've been working within the field of security in many different places.
So the first thing that I'd like to ask you about, and this is going to be interesting, with your security perspective, if you could briefly summarize how you think the world looks today in 2012, how would you do that?
I think that's a very difficult, it's a challenging question because I think it depends on where you are in the world and where you see the world from. If you're in Oslo, where we are now, I think the world looks pretty good. It's sunny. We're doing very well economically, the country. We live comfortable lives. We can travel, we can go wherever we want as Norwegians. We can see the world and see the beauty of the world and meet very interesting people. Most of us have a lot of opportunities and a lot of possibilities and a lot of resources and can be as ambitious as we ourselves want to be. If you see it from somebody else's perspective or in a very different place in the world, you might see it very differently. I've spent a lot of, my father's from Pakistan, I'm half Pakistani, spent a lot of time in Pakistan, but also traveling around the Middle East and other places. And of course there's opportunities and possibilities and ambitions and dreams there as well, but not as easily achievable as here. I think the world can look beautiful from there as well, but in a different way. Security, on security, I think we're very safe in Norway. Now that's of course, until 22nd of July last year when we experienced the largest terrorist, or the first terrorist attack on Norwegian soil ever, which killed 77 people. We all walked around naively and said this is the safest place on earth. I think we still believe that, but one has realized that even in a safe place like Norway, something as tragic as that can happen. And maybe with such a tragic incident, we have realized that we can be closer to insecurity, and not to take our safety for granted, or our comfortableness for granted. I think that's a learning experience. That's something we can come out of. Many of my friends and colleagues from around the world live in constant fear for what might happen outside their window, outside on the way to work, etc. Or are not able to write, to say, to express what they feel. So by seeing that and meeting people who are in such situations, I think you become very grateful for what you have yourself. And with that comes a responsibility, I think. If I can live such a comfortable life that I do and have all the possibilities that I do, it's a fantastic thing, and I feel a responsibility to actually share that, to make other people become part of that as well, as much as I can.